Ted the Caver. Ted the Caver is widely credited as a cornerstone of early internet horror, setting the template for blog-style storytelling. It first appeared on Angel Fire in 2001, disguised as a personal blog chronicling a cave exploration. Instead of traditional narrative, it used casual diary entries, grainy photos, and frequent updates to create a sense of realism. What captured readers was the slow, creeping dread. Each entry hinted at stranger occurrences, unnatural winds, eerie sounds, and unsettling carvings, leading to an unresolved cliffhanger that left early internet users speculating for years. In 2004, the creator revealed it was a work of fiction. By then, though, the damage was done. Ted the Caver had already become a blueprint for immersive online horror. It helped shape r/no sleep's format, influenced long-form creepypastas, and inspired a 2013 indie film. Remarkably, the original Angel Fire site still exists, unchanged, preserving the raw, eerie simplicity that made it so influential. It remains a benchmark of minimalist horror, proving that atmosphere and subtlety can fuel fear more than any jump scare. Annie96 Is Typing. Annie96 Is Typing became one of the most viral chat-based creepypastas after it was published in March 2014 by Pascal Chatterjee. Unlike typical stories, it unfolds entirely as a messaging exchange, creating a unique, real-time sense of unease. The setup is deceptively normal, two friends casually chatting, before it shifts into a creeping dread that something sinister is unfolding on the other end of the screen. Its popularity skyrocketed because of its interactive pacing, mirroring the way we experience conversations on our phones. Readers didn't just observe the story, they felt like participants. The story rapidly spread across Reddit, Twitter, with #Annie96, and even caught mainstream attention from outlets like the Irish Times. More than just a gimmick, it demonstrated how digital environments can be used as horror devices, turning a mundane chat box into a tool for suspense. Annie96 Is Typing influenced countless imitators and solidified the chat horror genre, proving simple formatting can generate authentic fear without relying on complex narratives or visual horror. I'm a 911 operator. I'm a 911 operator is a standout example of workplace horror within internet fiction, emerging from r/no sleep during the early 2000s and 10s. Instead of focusing on the supernatural directly, it presents a series of chilling accounts from emergency dispatchers who receive increasingly bizarre and unsettling calls. This approach taps into a unique fear that even the most trusted services can encounter the unexplainable. What helped this creepypasta gain traction was its grounded, realistic style. By blending accurate descriptions of emergency call procedures with moments of quiet horror, the story felt disturbingly believable. Many versions involve untraceable calls, mysterious disappearances, or operators being haunted by the voices on the other end. The format became so popular it evolved into a micro-genre on No Sleep, with dozens of authors crafting 911 call horrors. The story also found a second life on YouTube, where narrators use audio effects to mimic dispatch recordings. This creepypasta endures because it transforms an ordinary, stable profession into the perfect setting for creeping dread, making horror feel uncomfortably close to reality. Username 666 is one of the earliest creepypastas tied directly to YouTube's platform, first gaining attention through a 2008 video by Japanese creator Nana825763. The legend revolves around a hidden YouTube account said to cause terrifying glitches if accessed by altering URLs to include repeated sixes. Those who allegedly discovered the account reported disturbing visuals, looping screams, and nightmarish red-tinted screens that eventually crashed browsers. The story gained momentum because it played on early YouTube's unpredictability. Viewers were already familiar with bugs and glitches, making the idea of a forbidden account strangely believable. The original video showcasing these eerie effects attracted millions of views and inspired countless reaction channels. More than a simple internet myth, username 666 became a blueprint for cursed internet content stories, influencing other popular entries like Obey the Walrus and Barney.exe. Despite being debunked, it continues to thrive in internet horror discussions and YouTube nostalgia circles, serving as a reminder of how the combination of digital errors and unsettling imagery can spark viral horror phenomena. The Portrait. The portrait is widely recognized as one of the most famous two-sentence horror stories, celebrated for its simplicity and immediate impact. It rose to prominence in the early 2010s, spreading through forums like r/two-sentence horror and short horror compilations. The premise is minimalistic. A man, unsettled by a painting of a figure watching him, later discovers it wasn't a painting, it was something alive, staring back. The story's brilliance lies in its economy of words. With just 2 sentences, it evokes a sense of isolation, paranoia, and the uncanny feeling of being watched. This stripped-down approach became a template for micro-horror, demonstrating how a single disturbing idea, if well delivered, could leave a lasting impression. The portrait has been adapted into short films, animated clips, and frequently features in Scariest short story compilations across YouTube and social media. Its enduring popularity comes from its universal relatability. Everyone understands the unsettling feeling of something watching them, making it one of the most efficient and haunting pieces of modern internet horror. The Seer of Prague. The Seer of Prague is a modern ritual creepypasta wrapped in occult mystique and existential terror. Unlike typical monster stories, it offers instructions. To find the seer, one must walk the narrow alleys behind Prague's astronomical clock precisely at 3:33 a.m. on a moonless night. No phones, no speaking, and no looking back. If done correctly, a doorway will appear, leading to a crumbling chamber lit by candlelight. Inside waits the seer, ancient, blindfolded, and silent. He will not speak unless you ask, "When will I die?" But once he answers, the horror begins. His whisper reveals the date, time, and nature of your death, etched into your memory like a curse. You cannot forget it, you can't undo it, and attempts to avoid it only draw it closer. What elevates this story is its philosophical weight. Knowledge becomes a trap. It blends urban legend with cosmic determinism, leaving readers wondering if ignorance is safer than certainty. The Seer of Prague isn't a monster. He's a mirror held up to your fate, and the moment you look, it's already too late. The Keyhole. The Keyhole stands out as a classic example of short-form internet horror, widely shared on Creepypasta Wiki, No Sleep, and various horror forums since the early 2000s. The premise is simple but effective. A hotel guest is warned never to peek through a certain door's keyhole. Curiosity wins, and what's seen on the other side is horrifying. A pale figure with red eyes. The story's punchline reveals a disturbing twist. The red eyes only appear when someone is being watched. Its effectiveness comes from its brevity and focused scare tactic. There's no elaborate build-up, just a common, relatable situation and a swift, unsettling conclusion. This structure made it incredibly popular in 2-minute YouTube narrations and horror compilation videos. The Keyhole is often cited as a perfect example of curiosity kills storytelling, a theme frequently used in psychological horror. Its ability to create tension using a single setting, a door, makes it memorable. The story's influence is seen across short horror films and internet listicles, where it's regularly ranked among the most chilling micro-horror tales. Where Bad Kids Go. Where Bad Kids Go is a well-known creepypasta that blends lost media horror with unsettling psychological themes. First appearing on r/No Sleep around 2012, it quickly gained popularity for its unique premise. Recounting a disturbing Lebanese children's TV show, supposedly designed to scare children into obedience. Each episode ended with the haunting phrase, "This is where bad kids go," accompanied by ominous imagery. What set this story apart was its international setting and the eerie concept of state-enforced morality through children's programming. By placing horror within the context of childhood memories and television, it tapped into fears of manipulation and hidden messages in media. The creepypasta spread rapidly through YouTube narrations, horror blogs, and short film adaptations. Its use of a culturally specific setting made it stand out among more typical Western horror stories. To this day, Where Bad Kids Go remains a frequent entry in most disturbing internet stories lists, praised for its minimalist approach and ability to make something as ordinary as a children's show feel deeply unsettling.
Subscribe for more interesting stuff. Tell us your experience in the comments.